O'zbekiston Respublikasi Prezidenti Shavkat Mirziyoyev janobi oliylari hamda Afg'oniston Islom Respublikasi Prezidenti Ashraf G'ani janobi oliylari O'zbekiston Respublikasi hamda Afg'oniston Islom Respublikasi rahbarlarining qo'shma bayonotini imzolaydilar.
Aknun Jalolatmob Ashraf G'ani Rais Jumhuriy Islomiy Afg'oniston va Jalolatmob Shavkat Mirziyoyev e'lomi mushtarak miyon rahbaron do kishvar ra imzo menamayan.
Muhtaram Prezident janob oliylari, hurmatli ommaviy vositalari vakillari. Avvalambor Afg'oniston Prezidenti Ashraf G'ani janob oliylari boshlig'idagi nufuzli delegatsiyani O'zbekiston zaminida muborak etishdan g'oyat mamnun ekanimni bildirmoqchiman. Biz hozirgina uchrashuvlarimizning rasmiy qismini yakunladik. Men sizlarga mana shu bir gapni yetkazmoqchimanki, birinchi marta mana shunday ochiqlik, o'zaro hamfikrlik, do'stona va amaliy ruhda o'tgan muzokaralar chog'ida muhokama qilingan barcha masalalar bo'yicha yondashuv va qarashlarimiz yaqin va o'xshash ekanligi namoyon bo'ldi.
Your Excellency, distinguished Mr. President, dear representatives of the media, at the outset, I would like to express my profound pleasure to welcome the high-profile delegation led by the President of Afghanistan, His Excellency Mr. Ashraf G'ani, on the land of Uzbekistan. We have just completed the official part of our meetings. Here, I would like to underscore that the negotiations, which took place in the spirit of openness, harmony, friendship and constructiveness, have demonstrated the closeness and similarity of our approaches and views on all discussed issues.
Hamkorligimizning dolzarb mavzulari ko'rib chiqildi. Mintaqaviy va xalqaro ahamiyatga molik masalalar, xususan terrorizm, ekstremizm va narkotrafikka qarshi kurash, Markaziy Osiyoda xavfsizlikning mustahkamlash yuzasidan fikr almashildi.
We have reviewed the topical issues of our cooperation. We have exchanged views on regional and international issues, particularly combating terrorism, extremism and drug trafficking, strengthening security in Central Asia.
O'zbekiston Afg'onistonda tinchlik va osoyishtalik o'rnatilishiga qaratilgan barcha amaliy tashabbuslarni qo'llab-quvvatlaydi.
Uzbekistan supports all constructive initiatives aimed at establishing peace and stability in Afghanistan.
Afg'oniston muammosi harbiy yo'l bilan hal etish mumkin emas. Bu o'lkada tinchlik va barqarorlik o'rnatishning eng to'g'ri yo'li bu siyosiy muzokaralar olib borish to'g'risida biz batafsil hamma javhalar bo'yicha, xavfsizligimiz bo'yicha kelishib oldik.
There is no military solution to the Afghan problem. The political negotiations are the best way for establishing peace and stability in this country. In this regard, during our negotiations with His Excellency Mr. President, we have tackled these issues in very detail, including in the area of security as well.
Donor davlatlar va tashkilotlarning moliyaviy, iqtisodiy va insonparvarlik yordamiga tayangan holda va Birlashgan Millatlar Tashkilotining faol ishtirokida umummilliy yarashuvga erishish muhimdir. Mana shu muhimlikda biz hamma qirralarini janob prezident bilan batafsil muhokama qilib oldik.
It is important to achieve national reconciliation, drawing on financial, economic and humanitarian assistance of donor states and organizations, and with the active participation of the United Nations Organization. And I'm saying that again, with His Excellency Mr. President, we have discussed in very details this very important issue as well.
Biz Afg'oniston hukumatining mamlakatda barqarorlik va tinchlik o'rnatish, muzokaralar orqali umummilliy yarashuvga erishish, ijtimoiy, iqtisodiy vaziyatni yaxshilash yo'lidagi sa'y harakatlarini to'la qo'llab-quvvatlaymiz.
We fully support the Afghan government's efforts in terms of establishing peace and stability in the country, securing national reconciliation through negotiations, and improving social and economic situation.
Qo'shni Afg'onistondagi tinchlik, Markaziy Osiyoning barqaror va ishchil rivojlanish istiqbollari to'liq ro'yobga chiqarish uchun imkon yaratadi.
In this very regard, the peace in neighboring Afghanistan will create an opportunity to fully tap the prospects of stable and consistent development of Central Asia.
Yaqinda Samarqand shahrida yuqori darajada o'tkazilgan xalqaro konferensiyada Afg'onistonda tinchlik o'rnatish mintaqa va jahon miqyosida muhim masala ekanini alohida ta'kidlandi.
During the recent high-level international conference in Samarkand, it was especially underlined that establishing of peace in Afghanistan is an important issue of regional and global level.
Bizning birinchi galdagi vazifamiz Afg'onistonning mintaqaviy, iqtisodiy, ijtimoiy jarayonlarga qo'shilishi uchun har tomonlama ko'maklashishdan iboratdir.
Our first and foremost task is to provide a comprehensive assistance for Afghanistan's integration into regional economic and social processes.
Bu o'z navbatida jahon hamjamiyatining Afg'onistonda tinchlik harakat va taraqqiyotining ta'minlashga qaratilgan sa'y harakatlariga uyg'un va hamohangdir.
This, in turn, is concerned in corresponds to the efforts of the international community aimed at ensuring peaceful development in Afghanistan.
O'zbekiston bundan buyon ham qo'shni Afg'onistonning iqtisodiy jihatdan tiklash, uning transport va energetik infratuzilmasining rivojlantirish, milliy kadrlarni tayyorlash jarayonlarida faol ishtirok etadi.
Uzbekistan will continue to actively participate in the processes of economic reconstruction of neighboring Afghanistan, development of its transport and energy infrastructure, training its national personnel.
Biz xalqaro maydonda o'zaro hamkorlik har ikkala mamlakat manfaatlariga mos kelishni e'tirof etib, Birlashgan Millatlar Tashkiloti, Islom hamkorlik tashkiloti va boshqa tuzilmalar doirasida o'zaro qo'llab-quvvatlash tajribasini davom ettirishga tayyor ekanligimizni ta'kidladik.
We have noted that cooperation in the international arena meets the interests of both countries and reaffirmed our readiness to continue the practice of mutual support in the framework of the United Nations, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and other structures.
Janob Prezident bilan biz Samarqand shahrida mana shu Imom Buxoriy xalqaro ilmiy tadqiqot markazi, Toshkentda islom sivilizatsiya markazini barpo etish to'g'risidagi bizning tashabbusimizni qo'llab-quvvatlaganlari uchun biz minnatdorchilik bildiramiz.
We highly appreciate and value the support expressed by His Excellency Mr. President to the initiatives of Uzbekistan in terms of establishing the Imam Bukhari International Scientific Research Center in Samarkand and the Center of Islamic Civilization in Toshkent.
Ikki mamlakat o'rtasidagi xavfsizlik sohasidagi hamkorlikka oid qo'shma komissiya tuzish to'g'risida bayonnoma qabul qilindi.
We have adopted a protocol on the establishment of a joint commission in the sphere of security cooperation between the two countries.
Xavfsizligimiz bo'yicha yana bir marta hamma sohalar bo'yicha juda muhim, nozik bo'lgan sohalar bo'yicha ham biz tor daryoda ko'p masalalarda kelishib oldik va mana shu komissiyaga katta vakolat berildi. Kelajakda mana shu komissiya ana shu o'z ishini davom etib, ikkita davlat rahbarligiga o'z fikr va takliflarini berishni kelishib oldik.
During our talks with His Excellency Mr. President, we have in detail tackled and discussed those issues in terms of ensuring the security, the bilateral security as well. And in this very regard, the newly established Joint Commission shall be powered with his incredible authorities so that in terms of its activity in the future, this Joint Commission will draft joint proposals for the two heads of the states.
Biz Termiz shahrida Afg'onistonning konsulxonasini ochish to'g'risida ham kelishib oldik.
We have agreed to establish the consulate of Afghanistan in the city of Termiz.
Sizlarga yaxshi ma'lum, mana shu tashrifga tayyorgarlik kunlarida bizda birinchi marta Toshkent qabul o'rtasida to'g'ridan-to'g'ri havo qatnovi yo'lga qo'yildi. Bu biz o'ylaymiz, mana shu bu voqea nafaqat chuqur ramziy ma'noga, ayni paytda katta amaliy ahamiyatga ega.
You're well aware that on the eve of the visit of Afghanistan's delegation, direct flights between Tashkent and Kabul were launched for the first time. This event has not only deep symbolic, but at the same time big practical significance indeed.
Mintaqa davlatlari hamda O'zbekiston va Afg'oniston uchun strategik ahamiyatga ega transport va energetika infratuzilmalarining barpo etish bo'yicha o'ta muhim kelishuvlarga erishdik.
We have achieved extremely important agreements in the sphere of construction of transport and energy infrastructure, which is of a strategic importance for the countries of the region, as well as for Uzbekistan and Afghanistan.
Xususan, Surxon polixumri elektr uzatish liniyasi qurish loyihasi O'zbekiston mutaxassislari tomonidan amalga oshiriladi.
In particular, the project of construction of Surxon polixumri power transmission line will be implemented by the specialists of Uzbekistan.
Biz shuningdek Mozori Sharif, Shibirgan, Maymana, Hirot temir yo'li barpo etish bo'yicha bitimni ham imzoladik.
We have also signed an agreement on the construction of Mazar-e Sharif, Shibirgan, Herat Railway.
Bu hurmatli mana shu bugungi qatnashuv yig'ilishlari hamma bilish kerakki, bu ikkita bitim ham, ayniqsa mana shu temir yo'l bo'yicha bu juda katta tarixiy ahamiyatga ega bitimlar desak bu to'g'ri bo'ladi.
And everyone should be aware of the fact, His Excellency Mr. President, that the two documents that have been signed between Uzbekistan and Afghanistan, this is a very extremely important documents and they do have the big historical significance.
Biz janob Prezident bilan mana shu ikkita bitimni ham tezlashtirish bo'yicha hamma yo'l komissiya tuzdik. Kim aniq biz O'zbekiston tomonidan va Afg'oniston tomonidan kim nimaga javob beradi, qanday qilib buni tezlashtiramiz, qanday qilib buni proyektini tezlashtiramiz, qanday qilib qurilishini tezlashtiramiz degan bironta kichkina masala qolmadi desak, bu ham to'g'ri bo'ladi.
And indeed, I would rather speak the very truth that with His Excellency, Mr. President, we have talked in detail about the concrete implementation of the two documents, which are the big historical significance indeed. We have talked with His Excellency, Mr. President, about how to accelerate the implementation of the two documents, and in terms of acceleration, in terms of the need to speed up and stir up the realization of documents, we have discussed and agreed to establish the Joint Commission. And in terms of, so the members of the Joint Commission are going to be responsible for each and every issue. They are going to be tackled and they are going to be powered to work with.
Har bir mas'ul javobgar odamni mas'uliyatini va javobgarligini ham o'sha muhokama paytida aniqladik. Bu nimadan dalolat? Bu degani biz bu bitimni kechirasiz, bugun bitimni qo'l qo'ydik-ku, bu ko'p davrga cho'ziladi emas. Biz bugun bitimni qo'l qo'ydik. Janob prezident ikomiz nazoratga olib, buni o'z vaqtida, sifatli va muddatda topshirishni juda katta mana shu vazifa qilib oldik.
And I'm underscoring specifically again that we are talking about the total responsibility of all members of the two sides that are going to be implementing these documents in practice. And we have discussed with His Excellency, Mr. President, indeed, why we have done so, because of the fact that this treaty is not going to be just remaining on the paper, but rather the implementation of these very two documents are going to be under strict and personal supervision of the heads of the states. Why? Once again, in order to ensure the quality implementation, in order to ensure the timely implementation of these two documents.
Savdo va tranzit sohalaridagi hamkorlik to'g'risidagi imzolangan bitimlar iqtisodiy aloqalarimiz ko'lamini yanada kengaytirishga qaratilgan.
The agreements signed in the spheres of trade and transit are aimed at yet expanding the scope of our economic ties.
Mana shu ushbu tashrif doirasida umumiy qiymati $1,5 milliard teng bo'lgan shartnomalarga qo'l qo'ydik.
And the agreements worth $500 million were signed during this very visit.
Muhtaram Prezident janob oliylari bilan davlatlarimiz o'rtasida madaniy gumanitar hamkorlikni rivojlantirishga ham rejalar tuzib oldik.
With His Excellency, with Mr. President, we have set our plans to develop the cultural and humanitarian cooperation between our states.
Afg'onistonliklar uchun o'zbek tilini o'rgatish, temir yo'l, energetika hamda boshqa sohalar mutaxassislarini tayyorlash maqsadida Surxondaryo viloyatida maxsus ta'lim markazini tashkil etdik. Afg'oniston fuqarolari uchun barcha zarur sharoitlarni yaratdik.
In order to teach the Uzbek language to the Afghan nationals and to train the specialists in the sphere of railway and other areas, we have established a special training center in the Surxondaryo region. The foreign student tuition fee has been lowered for the Afghan nationals by 50%.
Shuningdek, Termiz shahridagi ixtisoslashgan shifoxonalarda Afg'oniston fuqarolariga tibbiy xizmat ko'rsatish uchun barcha sharoitlar yaratish bo'yicha ham kelishuvga imzo qo'ydik.
Along with this, we have created all conditions for providing the medical care to the citizens of Afghanistan at the specialized hospital in the city of Termiz. And in this regard, we have also signed the bilateral document as well.
Umumiy madaniy merosimiz ramzi bo'lgan Abu Arayxon Beruniy, Alisher Navoiy, Zahriddin Muhammad Bobur kabi buyuk siymolar qadamjoylarini birgalikda qayta tiklash, ta'mirlash va obodonlashtirish bo'yicha ham kelishib oldik.
We have also agreed to jointly restore, renovate and improve the infrastructure of mausoleums of such great figures as Abu Rayhan Beruniy, Alisher Navoiy, Zahiruddin Muhammad Bobur, who are the symbols of our common cultural heritage.
Biz 2018-yil Abu Rayhan Beruniyni bag'ishlangan Afg'onistonda katta simpozium konferensiya o'tkazish kelishib oldik va Toshkentda 18-yil mana shu xotin-qizlarga bag'ishlangan, misol uchun mana shu bizni Gavhar begim misolida Afg'oniston ayollarini O'zbekistonga tashriflarini buyurtirib katta simpozium o'tkazish bo'yicha ham kelishib oldik.
In this regard, we have also got a treaty with His Excellency Mr. President of Afghanistan that in 2018 we are going to be jointly holding a symposium, international symposium in Afghanistan, dedicated to the heritage and the topic of the greatest figure, Abu Rayhan Biruni, as well in Tashkent in 2018. Also take into consideration the women's role in the history of the cultural heritage. We have agreed to hold the symposium on the heritage of the Gawhara Begim.
Umuman mana sizlar bugun bilishlaring kerak va sizlarga bugun mana bu tashrif haqiqatda tarixiy.
So that you should be well aware, President, this whole that this visit is indeed a historical one.
Nimaga desangiz, biz janob prezident bilan mana shu bu yilda o'zida 6-marta uchrashyapmiz.
Why? Because of the fact that we have been meeting with His Excellency, Mr. President, for the 6th time in a row this year alone.
Shuning uchun shu bugungi mana shunday muzokaralar, mana shunday tarzda o'tishini, muzokaralarda mana shunday bitimlar qo'l qo'yish, bu juda katta tayyorgarlik bo'ldi.
And therefore, indeed, we have ensured the big preparation works for those negotiations taking place here in Tashkent, as well as the bilateral documents to be inked between the two sides.
Va shu tayyorgarlik natijasida bugun mana shu tarixiy tashrifda mana shunday muzokaralarning yakunlari, men o'ylayman, bizni ikki xalqimiz ham Afg'oniston xalqiga ham O'zbekiston xalqini mana shu birlashtirishda bizni mana shu haqiqatda 100 yillik mana shu biz qo'shnichilik, urf-odatimiz, bordi keldimiz, qiz berish, kelin olish, bizda mana shu mushtarak madaniyatimiz nuqtai nazardan ko'p birligimiz borligi, lekin mana shu 100 yil tanaffus bo'lganini biz bugun mana shu qanday shuni tezlashtirish, qanday shuni amalga oshirish bo'yicha janob prezident bilan juda ko'p masalalarda, nozik masalalar bo'yicha ham kelishuvni mana shu amalga oshirdik desak, bu ham mana shu adolatli bo'ladi bugun.
Indeed, it would be very fair to say that those negotiations, as well as the meetings and the signed documents here during the historical visit, and the outcomes of the results are going to be serving the very good foundation, the very good solid foundation, both for the people of Afghanistan as well as for the people of Uzbekistan, because of the fact that we are shared by the customs, similar customs, the close customs and the traditions. Indeed, we are wedding our sons and marrying our daughters to one another. Indeed, we are sharing the common cultural heritage. In this very regard, what we have discussed with His Excellency, Mr. President, in order to break up such kind of 100-year-old pause of the relationships between the two countries, Uzbekistan and Afghanistan. And we have talked and we have discussed with His Excellency, Mr. President, how to stir up those relations, how to stir up and accelerate those relationships which have been paused for 100 years already. And we have talked in detail about those aforementioned issues with His Excellency, Mr. President, as well.
Shuning uchun men shaxsan o'zim tomonidan va muhtaram mana shu janob prezident, Afg'oniston prezident tomonidan ham biz hozir bir-birimiz bilan muhokama qilganimizda biz juda mana shu muzokaralar natijalaridan juda mamnun va rozimiz. Nimaga desangiz, ko'p masalalarni biz kelajak rejalarimizga mana shu ikki davlat orasidagi hamma soha bo'yicha siyosiy, iqtisodiy, gumanitar sohalar, transport sohalar, energetika sohalarida biz juda katta ana shu rejalarni, kelajak rejalarni, bugungi bitim emas, kelajak rejalarni ham bir o'zimizga reja qilib oldik. Shuning uchun men yana bir marta bugungi tashrif, men o'ylayman, haqiqatda tarixiy. Bugungi tashrif haqiqatda xalqlarimizni mana shu istak, niyatlarini amalga oshirish bo'yicha juda katta poydevor bo'ldi desak, bu ham to'g'ri. Men yana bir marta mana shu qadrdon do'stim, mana shu Afg'oniston prezidenti janob Ashraf G'anini O'zbekistonga xush kelibsiz. Mana shu endi kelishimizni, borishimizni mana shu ko'paytirib turib, mana shu niyatlar amalga oshirishda juda ko'p mana shu rejalarimiz borligi va bugungi tashrif mana shu qandaydir tarixiy ekanligini xalqlarimiz sezadi va sezakon ish qildik deb men yana bir marta ana shu xush kelibsiz deb aytmoqchiman. Katta rahmat sizlarga.
Therefore, indeed, me personally, as a host, as well as His Excellency, Mr. President of Afghanistan, are very pleased and satisfied what we have discussed and what we have negotiated during the Tashkent event. And why? Because of the fact that we have set the future plans, the plans for the days to come in terms of our engagement, in terms of the further accelerating our cooperation. This cooperation I'm talking about the fields, whether they are going to be the political one, in the area of economic, humanities, transport, and energy. Indeed, in all those aforementioned spheres, with His Excellency, we have set the future and concrete plans for the days to come. And I'm saying that again, I'm underscoring that particular again, this is indeed a historical visit. And this historical visit comes in line in harmony with the dreams and aspirations of both Uzbek and Afghan people. And indeed, I'm sure that this visit will put in place a very solid foundation for the engagement, for the relationships of the two countries, of the two nations, for the days ahead. And I'm talking about not only the treaties that we have been able to sign today, but also we are talking about the future plans. And once again, I am saying welcome to the Republic of Uzbekistan, to my dear friend, His Excellency, Mr. President Muhammad Ashraf G'ani to Uzbekistan. And I'm wishing for the mutual visits of the two leaders in the days to come. And I'm saying that again, this is a historical visit, and our people will feel indeed its consequences. Welcome once again, His Excellency, Mr. President. And with pleasure, I would like to offer the floor to His Excellency, Mr. President.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Aziz bradarim, O'zbekiston prezidenti, aziz Ali muqam, xonimlar و جنابlar, hurmati do'st va birodar, O'zbekiston xalqi, assalomu alaykum. Ilk safar و tinchlik safar Afg'oniston xalqini samimiy salom va yaxshi niyatlarini qabul qilgaysiz.
Biz janob prezident bilan yarim soat gaplashganimizdan keyin bizga tarjimon kerak bo'lmadi.
Well, indeed, when we have talked with His Excellency, Mr. President, for half an hour, we did no longer need services of interpreter. And indeed, this is a very proof of what I'm saying right now.
Shuning uchun bizni mushtarak madaniyatimiz, tariximiz, tilimiz bir deganimiz mana shu bugungi mana shu misol. Shuning uchun kelgusi safarda biz tarjimon kerak emas deb kelishib oldik. Unga biz men tomonidan ham, janob Ashraf G'ani tomonidan ham harakat bo'ladi.
And this is a very confirmation that we do share the common culture, we do share the common history, that we do share the common language. And for our future negotiations, we have agreed with His Excellency, Mr. President, that we will no longer be in need of the services of any interpreter or translator.
It's going to make you out of a job.
Albatta bu tarjimon ishini ancha oson qiladi, janob prezident.
Lekin tarjimonlar ham xafa bo'ladi bizdan.
So indeed the interpreters are going to be offended as well when there are going to be no services of them.
Thank you. Men va men bilan rasmiy tashrifga kelgan kishilar oxirgi bir asr arasida zaif bo'lgan, ammo boy va ko'hna tarixga sahib. Rabitalarni yangi mazmun bilan tekilgani kelganmiz. Iki do'st millatayni sherik tarix, kultur va tilboyligi bog'lidi. Bizni ülkemiz Afg'onistonda o'zbek tili 3-rasmiy til. Bo'lgani uchun iftixor qilamiz. Iki yurtada yashab ijod qilgan Hazrati Amir Alisher Navoiy, Xushalxon Xatik va Abdurrahmon Jami dek mutafakkirlar adolat uchun siz va fikr yoyganlar. Hazrati Navoiy so'zi bilan aytsam, odamiy ersang demagil odamiy. Uniki yo'q xalq g'amidan g'ami. Mr. President, on behalf of the people in government of Afghanistan, let me thank you for an exceptional reception accorded to me, your brother, to my delegation, and to the trust you've placed in the future prosperity and stability of my country, Afghanistan. This indeed is a historic day. First, because on this day, the great nation of Uzbekistan elected you their president. Congratulations on the first anniversary.
Muhtaram Janobi Prezident, muhtaram xonimlar va janoblar, avvalambor Afg'oniston xalqi va Afg'oniston hukumati nomidan sizga, muhtaram janob prezident, butun O'zbekiston xalqiga, shaxsan menga, birodaringiz uchun va butun Afg'oniston delegatsiya a'zolariga iliq mehmondo'stligingiz uchun katta tashakkurimni izhor etishdan baxtiyorman. Albatta sizning iliq so'zlaringizda Afg'onistonda ertangi rivoji, Afg'onistonda ertangi barqaror rivojlanishi haqida biz bu iliq so'zlaringizni yaqindan yuragimizga qabul qildik. Sizni gapingiz, aytgan so'zlaringiz janobi prezident aynan haqiqatdir. Bizning tashrifimiz bu tarixiy tashrifdir. Birinchi navbatda janobi prezident, bugun ayni kunlarda buyuk o'zbek xalqi sizni o'zini sardori, prezidenti etib saylaganligiga 1 yil to'ldi. Muhtaram janob oliylari, men sizni ushbu qutlug' sana bilan muborakbod etaman.
I would also like to take the opportunity to congratulate you on the 26th anniversary of the independence of Uzbekistan.
Bundan tashqari ushbu nafis imkoniyatdan foydalangan holda janobi prezident O'zbekiston Respublikasini davlat mustaqilligiga 26 yil to'lishi munosabati bilan ham biz ushbu sana bilan ham sizni muborakbod etamiz.
In these 26 years you've accomplished great deeds, and during this year you've brought a new momentum that is unprecedented.
Albatta, janobi prezident o'tgan 26 yil mobaynida O'zbekistonda mustaqillik yillarida, istiqlol yillarida juda ulkan ishlar amalga oshirildi. Va lekin janobi prezident o'tgan yildan bu vaqtga qadar aynan ushbu rivojlanishga, aynan ushbu hodisalarga yangi urg'u, yangi bosqich bag'ishlay oldingiz.
In the Samarkand conference, you laid down a new agenda for regional cooperation, as a result of which every single one of your neighbors has been enriched and made more stable and more secure.
Albatta kuni kecha muazzam Samarqand shahrida bo'lib o'tgan xalqaro anjumanda siz so'zlab o'tdingiz. Ushbu nutqingizda muhtaram janobi prezident, siz mintaqadagi har tomonlama hamkorlik borasida fikr yuritdingiz. Ushbu mintaqaviy hamkorlikning jabhalari, uning muhimligi va ahamiyati bugungi kunda aynan Markaziy Osiyo hududida, O'rta Osiyo hududida O'zbekiston bilan barcha qo'shni davlatlarda yanada barqarorlik, yanada xavfsizlikka qaratilgan rivojlanish bugun ayni paytda sezilib turibdi.
Mr. President, you're positioning along with us the heart of Asia as the heart of connection between East Asia, West Asia, South Asia, and Central Asia.
Albatta, janob prezident, bizni Osiyo qalbi deb atalmish o'zimizni tashabbusimizni qo'llab-quvvatlaganingiz, albatta bu sharqiy, g'arbiy, janubiy hamda O'rta Osiyo taraf mamlakatlar o'rtasidagi transport bog'lanishning tashabbusini qo'llab-quvvatlaganingiz deb bilamiz.
Mr. President, our joint agenda that cooperation is far more advantageous than disagreement in conflict offers the prospect of prosperity and stability for all our citizens who are truly brothers and sisters.
Albatta, muhtaram prezident janob oliylari, bizni ikki tomonlama hamkorligimiz nafaqat bugungi kunda, nafaqat bugungi ayni paytda imzolangan hujjatlar asosida, va lekin bu ko'p uzoqqa ko'zlangan imtiyozlar yaratadigan jarayondir. Albatta, bu qo'l qo'yilgan hujjatlar barqarorlik, yanada gullab yashnash, yanada rivojlanishga qaratilgan hamda ham o'zbek, ham afg'on xalqlari bu barqarorlikni, bu rivojlanish debochalarini birdek his qiladi deb ishonaman.
And Mr. President, your 4-year plan, which was conceived and is under implementation in a short period, is a great inspiration for the Uzbek people and a promise of cooperation for us.
Albatta, bugungi tashrifimiz janob prezident, siz tomonidan qabul qilinayotgan tashabbuslar albatta bizga yanada ulug'vorlik, yanada ertangi kunga ishonch va ikki xalqlarni barqarorlikka, yanada rivojlanishga bo'lgan ishonchidan darakdir.
We are pleased that our own 4-year plan for 2017 to 2021 fits very well with your agenda.
Albatta, hozir aytib o'tmoqchi bo'lgan janobi prezident 2017-2021 yillarga qaratilgan 4 yillik rivojlanish dasturimiz, hamkorlik dasturimiz albatta o'z natijalarini berajak deb ishonaman.
And your address to the United Nations, where you particularly highlighted the need for a common stand against terrorism and supported the recent strategy of President Trump regarding Afghanistan and argued for a stable Afghanistan, is welcomed with full heart and gratitude by us.
Muhtaram janobi prezident, sentyabr oyida siz Birlashgan Millatlar Tashkiloti yuqori tribunasidan so'zlagan nutqingizda albatta siz muhim bir jihatlarga to'xtalib o'tdingiz. Ushbu nutqingizda xalqaro terrorizmga qarshi bo'lgan o'zingizni shaxsiy va O'zbekistonni qat'iy pozitsiyasi ushbu nuqtani alohida o'rin egalladi. Bundan tashqari yana janobi prezident aytib o'tishim kerakki, AQSh Amerika Qo'shma Shtatlari prezidenti janob Donald Trampni Afg'onistonga yangi belgilagan strategiyasini ham ushbu chiqishingizda BMTda chiqishingizni alohida ta'kidlab o'tdingiz. Biz ham o'z navbatimizda Afg'oniston hukumati, Afg'oniston xalqi ushbu pozitsiyangizni bizga qo'llab-quvvatlaganingiz uchun, barqarorlikka qaratilgan ushbu pozitsiyangizni biz yuqori baholaymiz va sizga iliq tashakkurlarimizni bildiramiz.
The establishment of the Institute of Islamic Civilization in Tashkent and the Institute of Imam Bukhari in Samarkand are major steps to reclaim our great civilization and culture of moderation and tolerance.
Albatta siz muhtaram prezident janob oliylari olg'a surgan tashabbuslar Toshkent shahrida ilmiy izlanish islom sivilizatsiyasi markazi hamda islom markazini Samarqandda tashkil etishingizni boisi biz islom sivilizatsiyasi, islom tamaddunini yana qayta o'zimizga qayta kashf etish, bugungi globallashuv, sivilizatsion o'zgarishlardagi muhim tashabbus deb bilamiz.
Excellency Shavkat Mirziyoyev, since you explained in detail our agreements and common vision, I will be brief on other points.
Janob Prezident Shavkat Mirziyoyev, bu hozirgina biz ikki tomonlama qo'l qo'yilgan hujjatlar haqida siz batafsil gapirib o'tdingiz. Ruxsat bersangiz, men boshqa jabhalarga alohida e'tiborni qaratsam.
We've created the virtuous circle of good intentions, political will, common program, and a commitment to implementation.
Albatta, ushbu hujjatlar bizga siyosiy xohish iroda, yaxshi ma'nodagi siyosiy xohish iroda, ushbu dasturlarni kelajakda yaqin kunlarda sifatli ham vaqtida bajarish majburiyatlarini bizni yelkamizga yuklaydi.
Today we signed agreements that create the legal proper framework of state-to-state cooperation on our key desires and wishes.
Bugungi imzo chekilgan hujjatlar albatta davlatlararo hamkorlikni, davlatlararo munosabatlarni mustahkam normativ huquqiy poydevorini yasadi.
So my proposal is that 2018 is going to be the year of delivery, the year of implementation, and the relentless pursuit of translating our goals into deliverables.
Shuning uchun janob prezident, mening amaliy taklifim shundan iborat bo'lsinki, 2018-yilda bugungi imzo chekilgan hujjatlarni amalga oshirish yili bo'lsin. Nafaqat amalga oshirish va bugungi qo'yilgan kelajakka yo'naltirilgan rejalarni to'xtovsiz, charchovsiz amalga oshirish yili bo'lsin deb taklif bildiraman.
We have to make every human effort to see Surxandara connected to Pulaxumri through the transmission line.
Albatta bu yerda insoniy jihatdan nihoyatda muhim bo'lgan, biz o'zimiz tomonidan qo'llab-quvvatlaymiz, ya'ni Surxon Pulaxumri elektr uzatish yo'lagini barpo etilishini aytib o'tmoqdaman.
And we have to devote the next month to see how we are going to move to implementation and financing the railway from Mazar Sharif to Herat.
Keyingi jabhada janob prezident, biz keyingi rejalarimiz haqida o'ylashimiz muhimdir. Ya'ni Mazar Sharifdan Hirotgacha bo'lgan temir yo'l yo'lagini qanday barpo etish, ushbu rejani, ushbu loyihani qanday qilib hayotga tatbiq etishimiz, ushbu loyihani qanday qilib moliyalashtirish haqida bosh qotirishimiz kerak bo'ladi.
Let me assure the people of Uzbekistan and the government of Uzbekistan that the people and government of Afghanistan have every intention to transform Uzbekistan into one of our major trading and transit partners.
Janob prezident, sizni alohida ishontirib aytmoqchimanki, ham Afg'oniston hukumati, ham Afg'oniston xalqi O'zbekiston bilan eng yaqin hamda yirik savdo iqtisodiy hamkor bo'lishini istaydi.
We should put specific targets to increase our trade and form joint ventures and companies to benefit both countries and both people.
Bizning alohida janob prezident strategiyamiz shundan iboratki, yanada savdo iqtisodiy tovar ayirboshlash hajmlarini yanada olg'a surish, yanada yuksaltirish va ham o'zbek, ham afg'on xalqiga birdek naf hamda foyda keltiradigan qo'shma korxonalarni barpo etishdan iboratdir.
My dear brother, I've been touched, like every Afghan has been touched, by your hospitality, by the welcome, by the sincerity, and by your commitment for a stable and prosperous Central Asia in the heart of a prosperous and thriving Asia.
Birodarim, janobi prezident, men siz tomonidan, men hamda hay'at a'zolarimiz, Afg'oniston xalqi siz tomonidan ko'rsatilgan iliq mehmonnavozlik, samimiyatlik, ochiqlik hamda ko'zlayotgan rejalarga o'zingizni qanday mas'uliyat bilan yondashayotganingizni bizga nihoyatda to'g'ri keldi va nihoyatda biz buni olqishlaymiz va qo'llab-quvvatlaymiz. Sizning mas'uliyat bilan yondashayotgan tashabbuslaringiz albatta Markaziy Osiyo, nafaqat Markaziy Osiyo katta hajmi jihatidan ham barqarorlik, ham gullab yashnasiga, Osiyoni qalbi, yuragiga aylanishidagi yo'naltirilgan amaliy tashabbuslar deb bilamiz.
So let me extend an invitation on behalf of the government of people of Afghanistan for an official visit of Your Excellency to Afghanistan.
Fursatdan foydalanib, janobi prezident Afg'oniston xalqi nomidan, Afg'oniston hukumati nomidan sizni Afg'onistonga rasmiy tashrif buyurishingiz bo'yicha o'z taklifnomamizni sizga yetkazamiz.
And meanwhile, now that there's a direct flight between Tashkent and Kabul, we expect a lot more of your officials, particularly Mr. Ergashev, and a lot more visits from us.
Janob prezident, o'zingiz alohida ta'kidlab o'tdingiz, Kobul shahri va Toshkent shahri o'rtasidagi to'g'ridan to'g'ri havo qatnovi yo'lga qo'yildi. Aynan shu rejani amalga oshirilishi ikki tomonlama rasmiy vakillarini, hukumat a'zolarini, nafaqat rasmiy vakillarini, ikki tomon xalqlarni bir-biriga bordi keldilarini yanada hajmini oshiradi deb umid qilamiz.
100 years of separation will be made up for with enormous speed and commitment.
Siz aytib o'tgan 100 yillik davomidagi tanaffus bizni hozir endi yuqoriga yangi bosqichlarni zabt etishimizni talab etadi.
Like 400 years from now, remember that the President of Uzbekistan and President of Afghanistan, with full support of their people, laid a foundation for renewing a 1,000-year-old tradition.
Janob prezident, bundan aytaylik, 400 yil bundan keyin xalqlarimiz eslasin, ikki davlat boshliqlari, Prezident Shavkat Mirziyoyev, Afg'oniston davlat boshlig'i Prezident Ashraf G'ani o'z xalqlari, O'zbekiston hamda Afg'oniston xalqlari qo'llab-quvvatlari natijasida ushbu 1000 yillik tariximizni yangi sahifalarini yoza boshladi deb ushbu vaqtda eslasin.
Long live Uzbekistan, long live the friendship between Afghanistan and Uzbekistan.
Yashasin O'zbekiston. Yashasin O'zbekiston. Yashasin O'zbek-Afg'on do'stligi.
Yana bir marta janob prezident, hamma mana shu bildirgan istaklaringiz, niyatlaringiz uchun men o'z tashakkurimni bildirmoqchiman.
Once again, Your Excellency, Mr. President, I'd like to thank you for all the commentaries, all the sincere dreams and aspirations that you have right now laid out.
Mani taklif qilganingiz uchun minnatdorchilik bildirib va albatta men bu tashrifni mamnuniyat, iftixor bilan qabul qildim.
And indeed, I do thank you for extending the invitation to me to visit your beautiful country, and with pleasure, I'm accepting your invitation.
Men bitta narsani bugun ochiqcha aytmoqchimanki, mana shu bugungi tashrif siz aytgandek 400 yilga bir qandaydir naf berakkan, 400 yilga reja qilayotgan tashrif haqiqatda ikki xalq orasidagi, birodar xalq orasidagi, qo'shni, do'st xalq orasidagi juda katta niyatlar, ko'p yillik istaklar amalga oshirish tashrif desak, bu ham adolatdan bo'ladi.
And indeed, it would be very fair to say, Mr. Excellency, President, that you have right now correctly spoken about the benefits and the very good things that are going to be awaiting for 400 years from now in terms of these historical visits between the two brotherly nations, while in terms as well as setting the dreams and aspirations as well as the very goals for those years to arrive yet to the two people.
Sizda haqiqiy mana shu ikki xalq orasidagi do'stlikni mana shunday ramziy ma'nosida o'zbek tilida qilgan bugungi ma'ruzangiz manda shaxsan va o'zbek xalqiga bo'lgan hurmatingiz, e'tiboringiz, e'zozingizni yaqqol dalilidir.
And indeed, very truly speaking, that your friendship has been very confirmed by a very symbolical gesture, Mr. President, on the part of yours, that you have spoken an opening remarks in the very Uzbek language. And me personally, as well as the people of Uzbekistan, have been touched with your gesture, sincere, open-minded gesture. This shows indeed the very respect. This shows and demonstrates indeed the nature as well as the very kind attention of yours to the people of Uzbekistan.
Sizni mana shu hozirgi bo'lgan mana shu muzokaralarimizni natijasi bugungi mana shu axborot vositalariga bergan konferensiyamizdan men o'ylayman, bu yerda bizni fikrlarimizdan, mana shu hozirgi bergan takliflarimizdan, mana shu yerda sizni ko'p masalalarga ikomizni, tushunchalarimiz, niyatlarimiz, fikrlarimiz, rejalarimiz birligini yana bir marta tasdiqladi.
And Your Excellency, and the results and the outcomes of our negotiations and today of our talks, and the very fact that we have right now held the briefing before the representatives of the media, and the very proposals, this shows that our dreams, our goals and objectives, our plans for the future in terms of the mutual engagement are going in harmony, are stepping in line with what we see, what we are planning for the future to come.
Bironta davlat orasida, O'zbekiston va Afg'oniston davlatlar xalqi orasida bunday mushtarak tarix, bunday mana shunday bir-birimiz bilan buyuk siymolarni ikkita davlatda yashab, mana shu qadam joylari mana shu Afg'onistonda bo'lgani va sizni o'tgan yili o'tkazgan Mir Alisher Navoiyga bag'ishlagan katta simpoziumda o'zingiz bosh bo'lganingiz, shunday tarannum qilganingiz, bu bizga juda katta xalqimizga bo'lgan ehtiromingizni bildiradi.
And indeed, not a single nation can boast of the very shared history and the great symbols of our shared history as Uzbekistan and Afghanistan. And Your Excellency, Mr. President, the very event and the great symposium dedicated to the great heritage of our statesman, great shared statesman, and the poet Alisher Navoiy back in 2016 serves the very kind gesture of attention as well as your reverence to the people of Uzbekistan.
Siz mani birodarim dedingiz, men sizga katta birodarim demoqchiman. Mana shu katta rejalar qildik. Katta birodarim bilan ana shu rejalarni amalga oshirish ikki xalqning ertangi kunini, rivojlanishini, taraqqiyotini, baxtini, tinchligini ifoda qilayotgan mana shu do'stlik ikkita xalqning ikkita prezidenti birodar va katta birodar ko'p narsaga qodirligini biz amalda ko'rsatamiz deb men ishonaman.
Mr. President, you have called me brother, but at the same time I would like to call a greater, bigger brother in this very regard. And we are fighting for the shared goals and shared objectives in terms of ensuring the prosperity, happiness, and the peace and the friendship between the two nations. And I do sincerely believe that the two brothers from the part of the two states will be able to timely and qualitatively implement into practice what we have said as our plans today.
Yeah. Yana bir marta O'zbekistonga xush kelibsiz. Janob Prezident, biling O'zbekistonda sizni qadrlaydi, sizga muhabbat bilan qaraydi va har safar sizni O'zbekistonda kutadi.
Once again, Your Excellency, Mr. President, welcome to Uzbekistan. Please be assured, Your Excellency, that you're always revered and nurtured, and you're always loved here in Uzbekistan.
Biz albatta hamma qilgan niyatlarimiz yaxshilikka, bugungi mana shu qor yoqqani ham bu mana shu yo'limizda Xudo taolo ochib bergani. Ilohim, faqat Afg'onistonda tezroq tinchlik bo'lsin. Birodar afg'on xalqi yaxshi mana shu o'z istaklari amalga oshsin. Biz albatta bordi keldimiz, qardoshligimiz abadiy bo'lsin. Katta rahmat sizga.
And indeed, Your Excellency, what we are saying today, this is only for goodness. And this is indeed quite symbolical that we have white snow has fallen on the courtyards today. This is indeed a path. This is a blessing from above, from the Almighty Allah, so that we are wishing as long as the peace will arrive in Afghanistan, in the brotherly people in Afghanistan, so that the mutual travels of the two nations are going to be further established between the two countries, and let our friendship be eternal. Thank you.
Mana bitta taklifim, mana o'zingiz ana shu sizni mana shu poy qadamingiz tashrifingiz davomida ilk bor tarixiy mana shu Qobul, Toshkent shu havo yo'llari ochilganini inobatga olib, siz to'g'ri aytdingiz. Buni afg'on xalqiga tezroq yetkazish bo'yicha har 2 oyda biz tomonidan bitta vazir, har bir oyda yoki siz tomonidan bitta vazir bugungi mana shu tashrifni amalga oshirish bahona qilib kelsa ham men rozi bo'lardim va bugungi siz bilan kelgan ana shu delegatsiya a'zolarini men yana bir marta bularni xush kelibsiz O'zbekistonga, ko'proq kelib turishlaring, ko'proq mana bu tomonda o'tirgan sizlar mana shu O'zbekistonda yangi mana shu hozir komandasi bilan do'st bo'lishlaringni va bilasizlarmi, biz qancha mehr ko'zda deydi. Ana shu qancha ko'p uchrashsak, shuncha ko'p natija bo'ladi. Ana shu rejalarimiz, bugungi qilgan rejalarimiz amalga oshadi. Xush kelibsiz sizlar ham mana shu O'zbekistonga va bu mana shu qatnov bizga qandaydir o'zimiz o'rnak ko'rsatishimiz kerak. Shuning uchun sizlar ko'proq biz tomonidan ham, sizlar tomonlaring ham ko'proq mana shu mana hozir 2 marta reys bo'lyapti. Agar biz qancha ko'proq qatnasak, reysni ham bir haftada 4 marta qilishimiz mumkin. Nimaga desangiz, bizda hamma asos bor. Shuning uchun men sizlarni ham yana bir marta O'zbekistonda qutlashdan mamnunman.
Your Excellency, dear members of the delegation, also I've got here additional very concrete proposals that you have said, that you have right now spoken about the direct air flight which has been established between Kabul and Tashkent. You have been totally right, Mr. President. In this very regard, I would like to propose that we'll be establishing mutual visits on the part of the officials from Afghanistan, from Uzbekistan and Afghanistan, at least, let us say, once in 2 months, at least once in 1 month. In this very regard, I'm saying that again, welcome to the members of the delegation of Afghanistan. And I would rather wish that there will be more arrivals, more visits on the part of the officials of Afghanistan to Uzbekistan in this very regard. The air traffic which has been established, and you have correctly spoken about, Your Excellency, this should be on a very simple, and we are serving as an example, the Uzbekistan officials to traveling to Afghanistan. Now we've got 2 times a week the air traffic, but at the same time we can make it 4 times a week, taking into consideration that we have something from Uzbekistan also to offer to Afghanistan. Also, indeed, we do believe Afghanistan has also an reciprocity has to offer to Afghanistan, to Uzbekistan. But I would like to underscore once again, welcome to Uzbekistan.